What is going on, you guys? Rochelle here, bringing you another Gimp tutorial today. Today I'll be covering YouTube thumbnails, what makes a good thumbnail, and also just a basic style like you'll see in this picture right here, where you've got a little bit of depth given to it by having some items of the quote-unquote background in front of the title, but all while being readable. So that's going to be our end product, or something similar to that. I'm going to be making part 13 this time, so it's not going to be exactly like that. But some aspects of a good thumbnail, like you see here, is it's readable, right? It's very clear, so you can tell that this is the game Doom, and it's part 12 of that. My actual title was Let's Play Doom number 12, so it gets the message across. Your whole title doesn't have to be in your thumbnail, just as long as the viewer gets a gist of what is going to be in that video. Alright, so let's actually jump into the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is grab a screenshot from the video you're making. And you want something that's pretty exciting, that won't cover the whole title, but will draw the attention of the user. So I'm going to use a snapshot similar to this, not exactly this one, but as you can see, got this big scary looking monster, which may excite the viewer. So to save the screenshot, all you do is you press Save Snapshot to File, and this is if you're using Sony Vegas Pro. If you're using a different video editor, you'll have to figure out how to do this for yourself. You click Save, and then you can type in your title here. I already have a screenshot though, so I'm not going to do that. Now we're going to go to the Gimp editor, and we're going to open up that file. Like so. Alright, so we got the file, right? Big. Preferably you want 920 by 1080. Mine right now is 1280 by 720, which is also acceptable. But the higher definition it is, the better, because when it goes full screen at the end of the video, it'll just look sharper. So that's what we have. Now you'll notice we're missing that big Doom title up here and the part 13 down here. I already have my project set up a little bit, but you want to choose some engaging fonts. So the fonts that I have are like this. So you want something that's relevant to your video, but also easy to read. So you might have to find the cover of your video game and edit out the background or something like that. Luckily, I have this nice Doom font that lets me type Doom letters, so I was able to kind of cheat that. So I made this. It's just a transparent layer that says Doom on it, and I centered it on the top, and then I put this bottom text as well. It just says part 13. Gets the message across. So another thing I'm going to do is you can kind of tell that this white text down here is not very readable. So I give it a nice black outline, and I select all by color, and I click on the white while I have that text layer selected. And I'm going to go to Select, Grow 4 pixels. So that's how you add a nice border around some text. So I'm just going to grab this bucket tool and click Paint. Now I put mine on a separate layer so that it doesn't get cut off, because as you can see in this text part of the outline is cut off on the edges. So yeah, I just put mine on a second layer. But okay, so now we got white text, black background, black text, white background, that kind of stuff. Just give it a little bit of variation. So obviously this is a perfectly fine thumbnail, but it would be better if there's a little bit more depth to it. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, center my picture a little bit better. Alright, so that's centered enough. Alright, so to get a 3D effect, we're going to want to duplicate this layer, and we're going to want to add transparency around where the background is. So to do that, we're going to click Duplicate Layer, and we're going to add a layer mask to this. I covered this in another video, but I'm going to go over the basics here again. So we're going to choose white full opacity, and you can't tell because the layer is not above the title, but as I move it above the title, you can see that we can't see the title anymore. Now, if we go ahead and start coloring black onto this layer mask, we'll start to see the title come through. It's basically the same thing as erasing it, but it still maintains the integrity of the picture. So as you can see, I'm starting to see this Doom part right here as I color black on the layer mask. But say if I messed up here, right? Oops, I did that on accident. If I just color white over it, it's like it never happened. So it's kind of nice. You don't have to keep Control-Zing and stuff. It never really gets rid of the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and outline this character really quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and outlined the big spider monster thing, and I filled in the rest with black. As you can see in the Slayer mask right here, you can see how I outlined it. And there's two parts right here where there was some see-through bits. So that's that. Now, as you can see, it pops out. For me, this game is a little bit blurry on the edges, so I'm just gonna go one step further and I'm gonna add a little bit of Gaussian blur to this. You don't have to do that if that's not the art style in your game, but for mine it looks better that way, in my opinion at least. So I add that, and it gives it a softer edge, like it blends more. So that's how I make my thumbnail videos for my Doom Let's Play series on my other channel, but you can use this in a lot of different situations. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If this helped, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and subscribe if you want to see some more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.